My name is Kevin Wiggins, aka DJ Wiggs. I'm originally from Washington, D.C. I DJ in the DMV, that's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I actually go up and down the coast. I go all the way up to New York. I'll travel all the way down to Florida. Actually, if the money is good, I'll come all the way out west. Okay, so as a matter of fact, I've done destination weddings in Jamaica. I've done destination weddings in Puerto Rico. So if folks pay me, I'll go anywhere. How did I get started? Actually, it was me and a partner. We go all the way back to 1984. He started me DJing. He moved from Boston to DC, and his name was Wiggins. His DJ name was Bad Daddy Fish. Don't know where that came from, but Bad Daddy Fish teamed up with DJ Wiggs, and we started DJing parties in the DMV. Okay, and actually, it was crazy because what ended up happening is we didn't have a vehicle, so we would DJ out of my pop's Lincoln. We would put speakers, turntables, records. You know, back in the day in the 80s, Lincolns were very big, so the trunk was huge. You could get about 5 bodies in the trunk of a Lincoln. Then my dad got a deuce and a quarter. We started using the deuce and a quarter as well to DJ with. So eventually, he got a van. That made it even better for us to start DJing. So that started my DJ journey back in '84. I was actually in the Air Force at the time, stationed at Bolton Air Force Base. Then I got an assignment to Belgium. I moved the DJ business to Belgium as well. Hooked up with a partner named Barry C, DJ Barry C. We DJ'd at the NCO Club in Florence, Belgium. Matter of fact, my partner, Master T, and my wife would ship me records to Belgium, 12-inch records to Belgium to continue to DJ. So then I left Belgium, went to Albuquerque, New Mexico, Kirtland Air Force Base, took over the NCO Club. All the DJs had to come to me in order to get a spot at the NCO Club. Left Kirtland Air Force Base and went to Frankfurt, Germany. Frankfurt, Germany, started DJing. However, Frankfurt, Germany was a tough journey. Reason being, there already was a numerous DJs in Frankfurt. The hottest DJ in Frankfurt was at the Galaxy Club. That was DJ Kool-Aid. All right? Teamed up with DJ Kool-Aid at the Galaxy. And he was like, hey, I might got a spot for you at the Galaxy. So he said, but better yet, I have an after-hours spot which you and DJ Ty can go DJ starting at midnight at this after-hours spot. So started there, DJing at the after-hours spot. Kool-Aid gave me a chance. Then Kool-Aid actually saw my skills and my equipment. He's like, dude, you got it going on. So that's where the journey began from Germany. Left Germany, all right, came back to the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Came back and took off. Started Master Mix DJs. And from there, which brings us all the way up to now, I got 5 DJs that work for me. We do everything from weddings, pool parties, Sweet 16 parties, anything you need to have a DJ for. Corporate parties, picnics, family reunions, it all. We do it. So to start DJing, it was just the love of music in general. All right. I really love the 80s and the 70s, the disco, and then I really love the 80s. So with the love of the 80s and actually into the R&B, the disco, the R&B was really what I love. But then I found out my love for music enabled me to financially make money. A hobby that you make money from. Imagine that. And it became profitable, especially if you were good at it. Not bragging, but if you learn the business part of DJing, it can be very lucrative. You know, then you learn the ability to branch out from not only DJing to also some of the other things that we do when reference to DJing on the internet radio station. And then also DJing in reference to a lot of the charity events, being able to get back. My style is I do mixing. I don't do over mixing. Okay. But I think my style is more of a read the crowd. Okay. Because you can switch up. It depends on the venue, the client, and adapting to the environment. So, and when I say that, for example, the way I play on the radio, I wouldn't play for a family reunion. I wouldn't play for a wedding, which means radio straight mixing. Events, for example, a wedding, you have a playlist. Then you also will take requests. Then you don't have to do a lot of heavy mixing to pull a wedding off. Okay, so I'll say my style is more adapting to the environment, and more importantly, being able to read the crowd. So if I'm in a room, I have little kids all the way up to 80-year-old folks. I'm going to make sure that the little kids have a good time and the 80-year-olds have a good time. That means I have happy clients. Advice to young DJs just starting out, entrepreneurs, starting out in the DJ industry. There are a couple of things that they should be aware of. First thing that I would recommend is invest in quality equipment. Invest into your craft. All right. Buy equipment that is durable, dependable, sustainable, and will operate for a number of years under the strenuous environment that DJs put their equipment through. Secondly, when it comes to DJing, understand the business. Understand the business of DJing, all right? It can be fun. It can be where you get a lot of notoriety. However, understand the business. The business is you have to be professional, all right? You have to understand how to write contracts. You have to understand how to execute contracts. You have to understand how to communicate effectively with a basic client to a corporate client. So when I say understand the business, learn the business. Practice your craft. Practice in your home. Learn your music. Learn how to read your crowd. Okay? And then most importantly, whenever you get a gig, perform at that gig as you're under an interview, which means that gig can lead to your next gig. All right? And lastly, always portray a professional image, from how you set your equipment up, to how you dress, to how you communicate with everyone in the room. Take requests. Most importantly, take requests, all right, and play those requests. And the reason I say that is because if you have a happy client, you will get repeat business. Guaranteed. You will get repeat business if everyone in that room leaves and say, that was a great DJ. He played my song. That's what they remember. He played my song. Or he greeted me personally. He was very cordial. All right. Some DJs can be standoffish and snobbish. Guess what? They might get one gig a month. DJs that are personal get 10, 11, 12, 15 gigs a month. Do the math. So in reference, how do you engage your crowd? All right. To engage your crowd is another aspect of reading your crowd. Okay. And that's a aspect of DJing that has to be learned through years and years of doing multiple and numerous events. From a DJ's perspective, you don't want to talk too much. You don't want to be overbearing. You want to actually go along with your music. So for example, when I say go along with your music, if I'm DJing and I put on a record, and I'll take for example Chubb Rock Treat 'Em Right. When you put on that record, it's already a hype record. So you just add a little bit to it, like, all right, everybody, raise your hands or make some noise. That's it. And you keep playing your music. DJ, and I'm just saying, DJs that talk over your music, people want to hear the music. They don't want you to talk over the music. So you have to strike a balance. Okay, strike a balance when it's reference to hyping up your crowd. Know when to turn it on and know when to turn it off and let your music speak for itself. What do I want people to know that they don't know about me already?
Yeah, that you don't mind sharing.
That I don't mind sharing? Nothing. No.
That's going in.
I like old school 80s.
Okay.
Old school 80s. Give me the Cheryl Lynn's. You know what I mean? Give me that old school vibe. I like that old school 80s vibe. You know, the Tina Marie's. Give me that vibe. I love it. So currently, my primary business is Master Mix DJs. And like I said before, Master Mix DJs is based out of the DMV. And we have 5 permanent DJs who are always looking for new talent to come in. And I do mentorship. I do internships with DJs. And I teach them the business. And I bring them onto the team. We have a new venture, which with my new partner, Master T. We call it K&T Productions. K&T Productions is Party with a Purpose. Party with a Purpose is giving back to the community. So we have events, at least 4 events a year, where we pick a charitable organization and we have the event, and then we donate to that organization. Recently, we have donated to the Wounded Warrior Project. We have donated to disabled veterans. We have donated to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We have donated to the American Cancer Society. And then most importantly, coming up next month, we are teaming up with the Marine Corps Toys for Tots, and we will be donating proceeds from our holiday party to that charitable organization.